and welcome back to English PodPractice.
Hi, everyone. We're really happy to have you here with us today.
If this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this episode.
It really helps us keep creating new episodes for you.
I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Alex.
Here at English PodPractice, we help you learn English for travel through real conversations.
No pressure, no grammar lessons, just real life situations.
So, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about hotel check-in experiences. And trust me, Charlotte has a story about this.
Oh, I do. It was my first time traveling alone to the US, and I was so nervous about checking into my hotel in New York.
What made you so nervous?
Well, I'd practiced some phrases, but when I got to the reception desk, my mind just went blank. The receptionist smiled at me and said, "Good evening, how can I help you?" And I just stood there for a second.
That happens to everyone. What did you say?
I finally managed to say, "Hi, I have a reservation under Charlotte Silva." I was so relieved when those words came out.
That's the key phrase right there. I have a reservation under, followed by your name. Did everything go smoothly after that?
Not exactly. The receptionist started typing on her computer and then asked, "Can I see your ID and credit card, please?" I understood ID, but for some reason I handed her my passport and just stared at her.
You forgot about the credit card?
I did. She was very patient and said, "I also need a credit card for incidentals." I had no idea what incidentals meant at that moment.
Yeah, that word confused me too the first time. It basically means any extra charges, like room service, minibar, or if you damage something.
Exactly. She explained it to me in a nice way. She said, "It's just a hold on your card. We won't charge you unless you use any hotel services." That made me feel better.
That's really helpful when they explain it like that. So did you give her the card?
Yes, and then she asked, "How many keys would you like?" I said, "Just one, please." But here's the funny part. I thought she said cookies at first because I was so tired from the flight.
Cookies? That's hilarious. I can imagine your face.
I was confused for a second, but then I realized she meant room keys. She handed me a key card and said, "You're in room 412 on the 4th floor. Breakfast is served from 7 to 10 a.m. in the lobby."
That's another important thing to listen for, your room number and floor. Did she mention anything else?
Yes, she said, "The elevators are to your left, and if you need anything, just call the front desk from your room." I said, "Thank you so much," and started walking away.
Wait, you didn't ask about Wi-Fi?
I didn't. I got halfway to the elevator and realized I needed the Wi-Fi password. I was too embarrassed to go back.
Oh no, what did you do?
I went to my room first, and then I called the front desk from the room phone. I said, "Hi, this is room 412. Could you tell me the Wi-Fi password, please?"
Smart move. What did they say?
The person on the phone was super nice. He said, "Of course, the network name is Hotel Guest, and the password is Welcome 2024. Is there anything else I can help you with?"
That's such a useful phrase. Is there anything else I can help you with? You hear that a lot at hotels.
Yes, and I said, "No, that's all. Thank you." I felt so much more confident after that call.
I had a similar experience in London once. I checked in late at night and I was so tired that when the receptionist asked, "Will you be checking out on the 15th?" I just nodded without really listening.
What happened?
The next morning, I realized I'd actually booked until the 16th, not the 15th. So I had to go back to the front desk and say, "Excuse me, I think there was a mistake with my checkout date."
How did they react?
They were really understanding. The receptionist checked the computer and said, "You're right, sir. Your reservation is until the 16th. I apologize for the confusion." Then she asked, "Would you like a late checkout on your last day?"
Oh, that's a great service. What did you say?
I said, "What time is late checkout?" And she told me, "You can check out by 2 p.m. instead of 11 a.m. for an extra $20. I thought about it and said, "Yes, please. I'd like to add that to my reservation."
That's so helpful, especially when you have a late flight. Did you have any other issues during your stay?
Actually, yes. The The second night, the air conditioning in my room wasn't working properly. It was freezing cold, and I couldn't figure out how to adjust it.
What did you do?
I called the front desk again and said, "Hi, I'm in room 238, and I'm having trouble with the air conditioning. It's too cold." They sent someone up right away.
That's good service. Did they fix it?
Yes, the maintenance guy came within 10 minutes. He showed me how to use the controls and said, "Just press this button to adjust the temperature. If it's still not working, give us another call."
It's so important to know how to report problems. I had to do that once with a shower that wasn't draining properly.
What did you say?
I called and said, "Hello, this is room 412. The shower in my bathroom isn't draining. Could someone take a look at it?" They sent someone up, and it was fixed in about 20 minutes. You know what else happened to me once? I locked myself out of my room.
Oh no, how embarrassing.
It was. I went down to breakfast and left my key card in the room. When I came back, I couldn't get in. I had to go to the front desk and say, "I'm sorry, I locked myself out of my room. Could I get another key, please?"
What did they ask you?
They asked, "Can I see your ID to verify you're the guest?" which makes sense for security. I showed them my passport and they made me a new key card right away.
That happened to me in Tokyo, but the receptionist also asked, "What's your room number?" because she wanted to double check before making a new key.
Yes, they always verify. It's for your safety. Speaking of safety, did anyone ever explain the emergency exits to you during check-in?
Actually, yes. One hotel in San Francisco, the receptionist said, "Please note the emergency exits on your floor. They're marked with green signs." I thought that was really responsible of them.
Definitely. Another thing I've learned is to ask about checkout procedures when you check in. It saves time on your last day.
That's smart. What do you usually ask?
I say something like, "What time is checkout?" And sometimes I also ask, "Can I leave my luggage here after checkout?" if I have a late flight.
Oh, that's a great question. Most hotels offer luggage storage. They usually say, "Yes, we have a storage room. Just bring your bags to the front desk and we'll keep them safe for you."
Exactly. And when you come back to pick them up, you just say, "Hi, I'm here to pick up my luggage. I checked out from room 412 this morning."
One more thing I always do now is I ask about the breakfast situation right at check-in. I say, "Is breakfast included in my reservation?"
That's important because sometimes it's included, sometimes it's not. What do they usually say?
If it's included, they'll say, "Yes, breakfast is complimentary and served from 7 to 10 a.m. in the dining room." If it's not, they might say, "Breakfast is available for $15 per person."
I always appreciate when they volunteer that information without me having to ask. Good hotels do that.
Absolutely. You know, looking back at my first check-in experience, I realized I was worried about nothing. Hotel staff are usually very patient and helpful.
That's so true, and the more you travel, the more confident you become with these conversations. Now these phrases just come naturally to you, right?
Definitely. Now I can check in without even thinking about it. I just say what I need to say and it flows.
That's the beauty of real-life practice. You learn by doing, not by memorizing grammar rules. So before we wrap up, let's think about some of the key phrases we mentioned today. These are things you'll actually hear and use at a hotel reception.
Right. First, when you arrive, you'll say, "I have a reservation under," and then your name. That's your opening line.
Then they'll probably ask, "Can I see your ID and credit card, please?" Make sure you have both ready.
They might mention incidentals, which just means extra charges for hotel services. They usually say it's just a hold on your card.
When they give you your room key, they'll tell you your room number and say something like, "You're in room 412 on the 4th floor."
If you need something, you can always ask, "Could you tell me the Wi-Fi password, please?" Or, "Could someone take a look at it if something's not working?"
And if you lock yourself out, don't panic. Just say, "I locked myself out of my room. Could I get another key, please?"
Before you leave, it's good to ask, "What time is checkout?" and "Can I leave my luggage here after checkout?"
These phrases will help you feel more comfortable and confident when you're checking into a hotel anywhere in the world.
Well, that's it for today's episode.
We hope this conversation gave you some useful phrases for your next hotel check-in. Have you ever had a confusing or funny experience at a hotel? Let us know in the comments.
And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to English PodPractice. We create new episodes every week to help you learn travel English with real-life situations.
The best way to improve your listening and build your confidence is to listen to multiple episodes. So go ahead and binge watch our channel. Every conversation will teach you something new.
Remember, you don't need perfect English to travel. You need real English.
Next time, we're talking about something everyone stresses about, ordering food at restaurants. The episode is called Order Food in English Like a Pro, English for Restaurants.
You won't want to miss it. Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you in the next episode. Safe travels. Bye.
Bye.